Hello, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I don't have any backlog left, and to be honest, it's been a couple of months since I've done one of these, and I'm really rusty. I think that shows. So, in this time lapse, I'm drawing a male figure from the back, obviously. I thought doing a back view would be better to ease in, as I did do a few of these earlier in the year, and what I do is I lay down some vine or willow charcoal on its side and just put marks down where the figure should be, basically massing the shapes in. And then I'll use a makeup sponge or old paintbrush to smooth things in and push it around until it starts looking like a figure. I'll reinforce the parts I want and erase away the parts I don't with a kneadable eraser. And the initial stages, I'm pushing a lot of charcoal around and things are very fluid. And because I'm using that vine charcoal, it erases and moves around really easily. And that gives me confidence to fix my mistakes, well, in theory. And then I'll move on to a charcoal pencil to work in the finer details. And all throughout, I'll use that makeup sponge and brush to smooth the value transitions and create softer edges. So, how did it go? Well, I did feel this was difficult because of that huge gap I mentioned, but I wasn't about to give up. I could have spent more time looking and analysing the reference before I started. I think that would have been more valuable than just jumping in and just going for it. Asking questions about why something the way it is, like what are the muscles doing? Why is it bunching up here? How does this part relate to that part? What's really making this lump? What part does it belong to? Where does it connect? Those types of questions. And things I could have done to draw this better was to take more breaks and reset my eyes. I think I took a break once, and that's because I was frustrated with drawing that hand up the top. But once I'd taken a break, I could see a little bit better, and I did try and fix it. It's still not 100%, but it's better than it was. Measuring even the most basic proportions, because I didn't do any of that. I just eyeballed it. Check for areas that should line up, such as the shoulders, the ears, the waist. I think this might have helped in the areas that I had trouble with in the beginning. Because I initially thought that the head was too small, and I tried to adjust it, but then the hand looks too small against the head, and I didn't pick that up until going through the footage, seeing it thumbnail size. And I could have made the location of the ears better to clearly indicate the direction that it's facing. My initial marks for the direction of the head were wrong, so I had it facing the right instead of the left, and I don't think I fixed that very well. I think that could have been done better. I also lost the right forearm in the shadows and basically stopped drawing before I noticed or didn't care about drawing the picture anymore, which happens a lot, I'll be honest. The middle of the lower back is also slightly off. The left forearm connection was forgotten about. And the front deltoid didn't feel quite right because I wasn't thinking about where it connected. So that goes back to observing the reference before I started, where I could have problem solved a lot of that and kept that in mind, or even written notes about that and kept that to the side just to make sure that I paid attention to those details. However, because it's been such a long time since I've done one of these, overall, I'm pretty happy with the effort. And because it's been a while, I hope to be able to do them more often. It's just too easy to forget what you learn if you don't continually put it into practice. And there is so much to learn. It's endless. So for me, it's really easy to get rusty with something I thought I already knew but haven't done for a while. And it's quite humbling to feel that. But I also find it fascinating how we as humans can learn so much. I've put it down to getting through all that sucky stuff, which is hard for a lot of people, and it has to be something that you're really interested in to persevere through that period of learning. If you can do that, then that's all that's left is to learn and then trust the process. Your brain and your body will do the rest. Just be willing. So, that's it. You can watch the rest of this in peace. See you next time.